everyone, and welcome back to my channel. I'm Priscilla and this is the Carnivore Journey. If you are new to my channel, I want to welcome each and every one of you, and if you've been following along the past 5 weeks, thank you once again for tuning in. So before I get into my weekly update and show you my before and after pictures between week 4 and week 5 and tell you my new weight loss, I want to talk to you about something that's very important to me, and that's goals. Why do I think goals are important? Is because it helps you to strive for something, it keeps you on track, it gives you motivation. The list goes on and on and on. So on today's episode, I want to talk to you about the goals that I set for myself in month 1 when I began. When I decided to do Carnivore, I actually sat down and wrote a small paragraph on what I wanted to get out of Carnivore and what I felt was the most important. I sat down and wrote 4 goals that I wanted to accomplish within the first month. So today I want to go over those 4 goals with you, and then after we're done with those, I would like to go in and show you my goals for month 2. So let's get started. In my first month, I wanted to document my journey. I feel like documenting my journey was very important, and so I did that. Each and every week I did my weigh-in, I took my pictures, and also I made these videos not only for myself but for you as well. So did I meet that goal? Yes, I did. So I can check that one off. My second goal was I wanted to lose 10 pounds. The reason I wanted to lose 10 pounds is because I knew right out the gate I would be able to lose several pounds my first week, and I did. I believe I lost over 6 pounds my first week. And though a lot of it was water weight, I was really happy to get rid of it. So I did meet that goal. As a matter of fact, I actually lost 16 pounds. So not only did I meet the goal, but I exceeded my goal by 6 pounds. My next goal was I wanted to fit into my favorite pair of jeans. I told you in video 3 that I had a favorite pair of jeans and that I wasn't able to wear them any longer after I had my back accident at work. Between all of the medication I was taking and then just laying in bed and not being active, I started gaining weight, and then unfortunately my favorite pair of jeans just no longer fit. And in video 3, I told each and every one of you that I was able to pull them up, zip them, button them. So did I meet that goal? I definitely did. So I can check that one off. Would it have been more simpler for me to go out and buy a new pair of jeans? Well, of course it would, but that defeats the purpose on what it is that I am trying to do during this journey. My last goal for month 4 was to improve my overall health. And I believe that I've done that, and that will be something that I will continue to do. When I hurt my back in June, I had a lot of inflammation within my back, and doing some research, Carnivore actually helps with inflammation. So I would only be a fool not to change the way I was eating and taking care of myself. So I can check that one off as well. So let's get into month 2. These are the goals that I've made now going into September. In video 9, we will go over my month 2 goals, and then on my 10th video, I will introduce you to my month 3 goals. So let's get into month 2. I will continue to document my journey. That is just a given. I started this channel because I needed to keep myself accountable for what it is that I am trying to do within my own life, as well as helping other people. So I will continue documenting my journey by taking my pictures, doing my weekly weigh-in, and then of course making these videos for each and every one of you. My second goal is I want to lose 6 pounds. When I was doing research, they said that the average person should lose anywhere between 1.5 pounds to 2 pounds a week. They say that is a safe number. Yes, you can lose more or you can lose less, but I think 1.5 pounds to 2 pounds a week is a good number and a good goal to focus on. I'm going to start walking 20 minutes a day, twice a week. When we start working out, we start losing fat, but then we start gaining muscle, and muscle is heavier than fat. So to sit there and say, I want to lose 8 pounds, who knows? I may gain 1 pound or 2 of muscles. My last goal is I want to try 2 new carnivore recipes. One of the biggest complaints and things I see in comments a lot when I'm following Facebook pages that people are getting burned out on just eating beef and are always asking, what else is there to eat? What else is there to do? What are some other options? And so I want to dive a little bit into trying out some new recipes so that I can share with all of you. If you notice my goals, there's nothing just out of this world extreme. I'm not going to say that I want to run 10 miles a day or I want to lose 20 pounds in my second month. They're all just goals that I know I can personally meet because I know who I am. I know where I'm at physically. I know where I'm at mentally. So I make my goals accordingly. Now, I'm not saying that it's not a good thing to have these high goals and high standards and ambitions, but before you can walk, you've got to crawl. And if you know that you haven't been eating right for several years or you haven't been working out, I wouldn't think that your first goal right out the gate would be to run 10 miles on the treadmill. Start where you're at. Plug in the treadmill and just walk for 10 minutes. And when you look back 12 months down the line and you see where you started and where you're at, you're just going to be so proud of yourself and you're just going to be able to build on. This is just the start. Just getting started in itself is a big goal. So, let me tell you a little bit about my week. This week has been a really great week. Everyone is back to school, so we're getting back into the routine of getting up, going to bed early, meet the teacher nights, homework, you name it, we've got it going on. Just so your typical busy household and just getting back into the swing and getting out of summer and getting back into the new school year. I did start walking a couple of days this week, which was really nice. I have to be careful when I walk because where I live, it's extremely hot, even as early in the morning. Sometimes it can get up to 90 degrees before 9 o'clock in the morning. And we've had some high heat index this week where temperatures were 111 degrees. But we did mark the perimeter of our home, and if you walk the perimeter of our house, on the outside, it is exactly 1 mile if you do 8 laps. So that's actually pretty interesting and makes it fun. And yeah, if I can do 8 laps, and I've just walked a mile that day. As far as my weight goes this week, I am down to 195.6 pounds. So in the matter of the 5 weeks that I have been on Carnivore, I have lost a little over 18 pounds. That is almost 3.66 pounds a week that I have lost since I have been on Carnivore. A lot of wonderful things have changed for me. I feel like I have more energy. I feel like my skin is more hydrated. I just feel good all around. I'm getting better sleep. I have more energy. I don't feel as heavy, and everything is just really on the up and up as far as I can see. So I told you a couple of weeks ago that I had a really cool recipe that I wanted to show each and every one of you, and it's what I like to call the Carnivore breakfast muffins, and I would like to share that with you right now. This was a really fun recipe. It's a quick on the go when you just need to grab something when you're walking out to go to work or you need a little snack that you can eat late at night and not feel guilty because everything in this recipe is Carnivore approved. So here it is, the Carnivore breakfast muffin recipe. So there's not very many ingredients. You just need a dozen eggs, butter, meat, cheese, salt, and a muffin pan, and muffin liners are optional. So first thing you're going to do is you're going to crack the eggs into a large bowl, add salt, and whisk. Cook your chosen meat. So whether you want to use bacon, you want to use sausage, or you want to use beef, the choice is yours. Shred cheese of your choice. I do not use pre-shredded cheese at all because of the extra ingredients that are in the shredded cheese. Line the muffin pan with muffin liners and brush with melted butter. This will help the muffins not to stick to the liners. Pour eggs into the muffin liners, add your cheese and add your meat, top with cheese, and cook for 20 minutes at 350 degrees. Now, this is a very filling, easy, on the go, I need a snack type of recipe. And I would love to see anyone who does this recipe, tell me how they went, tell me how they tasted. Let's get the conversation going in the comments. So before we wrap up, I want to say this. This was a quote written by Walt Disney. The way to get started is to quit talking and begin doing. And I believe that is so true. Sometimes we talk about the things that we want to do and we talk about it so much that we never start doing it. And then before we know it, a week went by, a month went by, a year went by, and then we turn around and go, where has all that time gone? Stop talking about it and just start doing it. Make that change, make that step. Write your goals down. Put them in the comments. Let's get talking. Let's get chatting. If you have questions or you need help or you need guidance, I am here to answer any questions and help you to keep you motivated. Just get started. I just want to say thank you so much for all of your time. Within the next week or two, I'm going to show you the short on how to make these breakfast muffins, so be sure to tune in on that. We'll continue talking about our goals, and I have a great show for you next week, so be sure to tune in. Thank you for your time, and everyone have a wonderful week. Thank you. Bye.